We apologize. We had some audio technical difficulties. We're just finding out you could not hear us so far for today's game. We welcome you to the IHSA sectional matchup between Brother Rice High School and Lemont High School. I'm Jay Gillick alongside Matt Olson and Nolan Leonard as my color commentators. We have Charlie Snyder producing and Phil Kresge as camera. I know we're already about 5 minutes into the game and we've seen a few decent plays go on. So, just real quick, can I get a brief overview of what you want to see from the game, what you think is going to happen, and maybe a little of what already has happened?
Yeah, these were the two best teams in the sectional, so both kind of expected to be here. They were both kind of awaiting each other at the end of the bracket, and so far it's been a very physical game. Both teams had one very good chance, but Crusaders just got called for offsides in Lemont. The Crusaders were able to clear it away, but seems like a very well-played game thus far.
Yeah, two very evenly matched teams, as Matt earlier alluded to. The top two teams in the sectional, so it should be a pretty good one. Both teams trying to make it out of the sectional. Two very high-quality soccer teams right here. Crusaders and Lemont, two teams led by a bunch of veterans who have a bunch of experience, but also a couple of star-studded freshmen. Should be a fun one today, guys.
Crusaders put one in. It's a foot race there by Peach. Now he's chasing Laskowski out of the net.
Good defensive stop there by Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon just kind of took the smart play. He was getting beat a little bit. Kind of just took his last few steps there to sprint ahead and just knocked it out. That's going to require Lemont to reset up here, slow it down. Also going to allow those Brother Rice defenders to get down.
Yeah, what we just saw there was also how Brother Rice got their chance. These counterattacks are very important for these teams, and that's usually how the goals are scored in high school. So we'll see if Crusaders hopefully can get a few of those. But, yeah, great game so far.
Yeah, that's a good point because most of these teams, they don't have a guy who's like a professional level player. So, it's all based on the strategy, be able to get those open looks, good shots on goal.
Yeah, a little collision went on there, as you can see on that far side of the field. So Lemont's going to have their free kick here. Crowd looking very good for today's game. Stands filling up here at Tom Mitchell Field. Lemont trying to cut around that left corner, and they're going to get tripping and call that against Luke Gordon there.
It's a weird angle for a kick to come from.
Yeah, this is probably one you don't practice all too often. Pretty uncommon to have this one here. And the kick is up, goes in towards the middle, kind of misses everyone. Zambrano boots it out, and then Franco kind of gives that extra kick. And then
good defensive stand for the Crusaders. Nice kick there by Franco. Franco wearing a new number today, number 18.
Peach gives his best effort to keep that one in. They're going to have a little tripping up there and back and forth. Goalie Lukowski going to come out of the net up to the midfield. He's going to take that free kick. And he's going to get a big running start here.
All the way on the track. Looks like it's getting ready to do a pole vault out there. That's a similar strategy that Oak Forest used in the last game, as Valencia catch it like he's an outfielder, making a running catch. Trying to do the opposite of what Aaron Judge did in the World Series a couple days ago.
And they're just going to kind of go back to their defenders who they've relied pretty heavily on to get the ball up the entire season. You have Green, Zambrano, Grikis, of course.
Yeah, all three of those guys have played key roles on this Crusaders ball club since they were freshmen and sophomores.
And there's Grikis just to kind of put a foot out there and get it over to Zambrano. The ball stolen by Tyler Krisham there, who's now bringing it up with Zambrano guarding. Falls over, he's got the ball in between the legs. Lemont fans not happy with that
bit of a tussle there between Zambrano and looks like that was Chrisman.
Yeah, that reminds me. It's getting physical out there. I remember our last game, Jay. The last game we did in the sectional semifinal against Oak Forest. Some fans were thinking there was a wrestling match going on out there, getting some WWE action out there. I mean, it gets a little physical on the pitch.
Yeah, it's been a super physical, fast-paced game so far. I'm kind of interested to see if, as this game progresses, if the teams kind of settle down, more of a slower pace, just kind of passing it around. But yeah, right now they're just launching these balls into the box.
Yeah, and that's a goal. I don't know who they're gonna give that to. Number 2, I believe, Luciano Mancini. Maybe number 12.
Yeah, I mean, they kept getting these chances in the box. They were eventually going to score one.
Yeah, that's going to be on that goal's going to be number 12, Billy Elitis. Just kind of hit the little head in there on the side. Big group of people. Ball kind of just hits up and knocks in there for Lemont.
I mean, you got to admit, that was just a beautiful shot there by the goalie for this Lemont squad. I mean, he just dropped the one right in the breadbasket, set him up perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, I was worried maybe it was that free kick was going to be a little long. That's what it was looking like originally. But just kind of perfectly placed in there. And it's kind of a free-for-all once that ball drops in there.
Yeah, and that's what I talked about earlier. The Crusaders didn't score early. Lemont was the team that scored early, so now they got to be in the offensive, and they kind of have to play at Lemont's pace now. So we'll see. That was, yeah, like Nolan said, that was just an excellent pass into the box and just took a good deflection for Lemont.
Faraz Ayub kicks that one way out, just kind of get a reset there. Crusaders had a little momentum going.
But, I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap to Lazowski on that one. Game recognized game.
Greikis kind of kicks that one in, rolling over to Lisowski there. He just kind of tries to kick it, but is pressured by Anthony Peach and ends up picking it up. Going to hand to a punt kick there. It's headed way up into the air by Mitchell Soa.
Almost a handball there for number 7 for Lemont. Chrisman. As that one will go into the bushes and roll onto the track. Maybe get ready to do a lap.
Valencia gonna set it up and just gonna kick it right over to Green. But Green being pressured up by Andrew Guzzi.
I mean, even though this Crusader team has been the lead for much of this playoff run, I mean, last Saturday in the game, they did a nice job coming back.
Yeah, Krishman, the free kick off there. Valencia dives, but ball is out left. And they're going to say that's still Lamont's ball there.
Yeah, I think they said Valencia tipped it, so they're going to give him a corner. He does not agree, to say the least.
Yeah, you get very conflicting reports from these fans in the stands right below us here.
Yeah, Jay, I don't know if I've ever seen a high school soccer team's fan base travel as well as this Lemont team. I mean, these guys are driving 30 to 45 minutes to get here. Saturday morning game, I mean, they're just committed.
I mean, in a sectional final game, that's what you want from your fans. As they, instead of going in this time, they're going to kick it out. Kind of caught up in the middle there. Gordon's going to come out with it. And then Zambrano's going to be the one just to kind of kick it straight up in the air. Probably not as much distance as he would have liked.
Well, that's because he kicked it with his left foot, Jay. I mean, his right foot was kind of being blocked by Lemont, so, and he's not ambidextrous.
Yeah, Lamont's just been relentless so far. I think the ball's been on their side of the field, or the Crusaders side of the field, for probably like 80% of this game. They've gotten probably like 4 or 5 shots, so Rice needs to do a better job of kind of holding the possession, holding the ball for a little bit longer.
And that's not something the Crusaders are really used to there. They're used to having the ball on their side for most of the time. We saw this in their previous playoff games, especially like the Washington game. They held possession the majority of the game. There's going to be a corner kick here for Lemont. Krishman is going to sub out here, or not sub out, he's going to switch it off. He wants Billy Alatis to do it.
Yeah. Elatus on that. He just had a throw in there, and that was an interesting strategy. It's something you sometimes see in the basketball court. He decided to throw it off of Gordon's back, see if he could get a cheapie.
Peach anticipated that move coming, was able to run out and take the ball in front. Pass intended, just a little long though.
Yeah, that was another one of those counterattack opportunities, but Peach couldn't quite complete the pass there.
Yeah, good footwork though by the athletic trainer Hugo, keeping that ball, getting it back into play quickly.
And that's another tripping call there. That one's going to be called against Franco. We're going to have another free kick here for Lemont.
Yeah, Lemont fans a little upset that wasn't a yellow card, but I don't know. It's definitely been a physical game so far, so can't blame them really. But yeah, here's another free kick chance for Lemont. They've had like 4 of these, so.
And it's up. And Valencia, I mean, risky play. There was a few Lemont players just ready to kind of head one in there again, but Valencia came out and intercepted it from their range.
Yeah, Jay, you said that one perfectly. I mean, if Valencia doesn't catch that one, we're looking at the Crusaders down 2-0, not even 15 minutes in yet.
Yeah, you were at a line of their forwards just ready to knock it in there.
So I watched a perfect day for some high-level soccer.
Ball's going down into foot race between Green and Andrew Guzzi. And Green's going to come out on top of that one.
Yeah, Guzzi kind of slipped on the turf.
And he's just going to knock that one away.
Turf Monster almost got him on that one.
Yeah, but Guzzi did a good job of getting back in the play and pressuring Green to just kind of kick it out of bounds and reset for the Crusaders.
Yeah, Matt, that's something we both learned in Coach John Somerville's Jaguars back in the day. In the game, Steal the Bacon. I mean, you just can't waste any time. Got to get back in the play.
Crusaders going to have the free kick here. It's going to be Grikis. He's just going to kick it back to Valencia.
And Jay, I don't think we mentioned this so far, but this is actually Nolan Leonard's birthday today.
It is,
so
yes.
I want to give a quick shout out to Nolan Leonard on the broadcast. Happy birthday, Nolan. Big 17.
Thanks, guys. No place I'd rather be than with my couple of my good friends here, Matt Olson, Jay Gillick, at Brother Rice, Coach Tom Mitchell Field soccer sectional final. Just beautiful. Best present I could have.
I mean, another kind of risky play that Valencia puts it down is heavily pressuring him. I mean, half a second more, so would just be on top of that, and Valencia was out of the net there.
Yeah, and I think we call it risky, but I think Valencia is just really confident in his ability as a goalie, which, I mean, he's shown that he can be a good goalie, so.
Java comes from behind, was able to kind of put a little damper on things there.
Yeah, the Crusaders just seem to be kind of one step behind Lemont today. Lemont's just always beating him to the ball, kind of just getting good chances, getting a lot of free kicks. Hopefully we can slow it down, find a goal soon here.
Yeah, I feel like the Crusaders haven't even gotten a shot on goal yet. They got to get back to their principle, the triangle offense.
Valencia kicks it down again towards the midfield.
A little bit of a headers battle there.
Giovanni Paz is able to jump in and get that one as he's going to kick it over to Gona. Gona tries to make a little play there, and he gets it through. Gona going towards the goal, and Gona's tripped up. Crusader fans not happy with that one once again, as it's going to be Lemont.
It didn't look like a ton of contact, kind of just fell there, but could have definitely been called. It's been called a few times today.
He was trying to get around 2 or 3 defenders there. I mean, it's kind of tough to do with the ball in hand as well.
Yeah, but there we finally saw the Crusaders win one of those 50-50 balls that they haven't won yet today, so hopefully they can win a few more of those because that was their best opportunity yet. Just couldn't quite get the cross in.
And ball flip sides again, but Valencia is the only one there that's going to be able to get any piece of that one.
But yeah, that's one that would have been called probably in last Saturday's game in the regional championship. But today just hasn't been called. The refs just letting these guys play, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, Nolan. I think a more physical game is better for both sides in soccer, especially high school, you know. These guys are just competing out there. They're very competitive, so I kind of like the physical game. That was kind of a smart play there by Guzzi to kick it so it's a throw-in rather than a goal kick. Kind of something that may go unnoticed, but helpful for Lemont.
Franco going to get a running start there. Up and over, and Lamont's going to end that one too, but with a bad head right into Zambrano's area, he's going to boot it down. Lazowski's there, though, even though Paz and Peach were rushing.
Yeah, it got a little dangerous there. Ball took a little while to roll into the goalie's box. Almost had to just kick it away, and could have been a good chance for the Crusaders.
Yeah, it is his best Tater Klinger impression as he punts that one away.
Green with the steal there.
Yeah, Green, one of the fan favorites in this Crusader team. Just a hustler. Guy just gets things done. Gritty all over the field.
Lemont kind of taking their time here, making a play go.
Yeah,
Slowly
before the Crusaders can like set up.
Throw in here. Once again.
Yeah,
No rushes. We got a little substitution going on for Lemont.
I was just going to say, maybe the Crusaders thing about substitution here, I mean, the defenders have to be gassed on for the Crusaders. We're about halfway through the first half, and Rice has probably had the ball on the other side of the field like for 2 minutes maybe. It's been all Lemont so far.
Yeah, number 5, Giovanni Okoa, comes into the game for Lemont. This would be a great time for the Crusaders to get Connor Hines in the game. He's provided a spark throughout the playoffs for this Crusader team.
Brother Rice is a very well-conditioned team, as their starters do play the majority of every game. So, I mean, 20 minutes in, I don't know if it's necessarily a problem for them yet, but this could definitely become an issue, especially since their defenders aren't used to this level of work. Especially such a high-ranking team such as Lemont. Crusaders steal there, and then that's going to be Chava, kind of gets knocked up there on the ground, takes a little tumble. Ref's going to talk to some of the Lemont players, just kind of explain to them what they're doing. I think that's one of the great things that we've seen from this reffing group today. Even though it's such a high-ranking thing, they realize it's still high school, and the players still need to be taught going forward. So I think that's just a great moment. He kind of showed them what he did wrong that got called and how we can work on that. I think that's a great
absolutely
move.
I agree. I always like when the refs, like in any sport, kind of pull the player to the side and tell them what they need to do better to not get called. It's kind of a nice teaching moment.
Yeah, there's no reason to continue getting called for the same thing.
Yeah, good point, guys, because I remember throughout all my time playing basketball and baseball, even in high school now, too, it's always nice when the refs, they don't just make the call, but they also teach you as well.
And we had a nice little sliding stop there by Greikis. Then it's gone back and forth a little bit. Chava seems to be clearing out with it a little bit. Pushing up, Zambrano gets in front of Andrew Guzzi there. Going back and forth in the corner. Guzzi's going to knock it out. Oh.
Yeah, I would watch Guzzi and Zambrano the rest of this game. They've been kind of tussling it out all game long. Been getting physical down on the sideline. Yeah, that was a pass I think Gordon should have been able to steal. He kind of just waited back on it, but he did eventually get the steal.
That's a nice play by Aiden Ontiveros there, even though it's still going to be Gordon's ball. Kind of boots it out as he was trying to move it down the field.
Yeah, it was a great job of Gordon to kind of flip field position for the Crusaders. Finally, the ref.
And the ref falls.
Looks like he's okay. Looks like he tripped. But he's up. He's okay.
I mean, I just looked over and he was on the ground, but I'm very thankful he's fine.
Yeah, I always feel like the refs could fall more often, like when they're just like backpedaling. And there's 22 guys on the field, but
yeah, you got
another
22
skill
high
of a referee
schoolers running past you at full speed, and you're trying to backpedal.
Yeah, Crusaders finally got it on Lemont's side of the field, so maybe put a little pressure on this defense.
Valencia is going to kind of reset things back here. And Green's just going to boot it more towards the midfield. Resetting it. One thing Lemont's doing very well is they're rushing multiple people at the ball once it gets to the midfield area. It's not just kind of that one-on-one thing which we've seen a lot of teams do in this playoffs. Their team is so well conditioned. Like right there, 3 people immediately on Zambrano swimming him. It doesn't give him any time to move the ball up the field. It can only progress backwards, which then is just a kind of a reoccurring cycle until Lemont's eventually able to steal it.
Yeah, Jay, it's a good point. Right now the Crusaders are playing checkers while Lemont's playing chess.
Valencia taking his time, kicks it over to Gregus.
Yeah, David Valencia, my 5th period Coach Dwyer theology class.
Gonna be knocked out by Gregus after he gets the pass from Valencia there.
This would be a great time for the Crusaders to just pounce on this Lemont squad as the goalie for Lemont, Lazowski, was just doing something behind the net, so open net.
Crusaders are going to move quickly here after the out of bounds by Lemont. Franco's going to kick it right back to Green. Oh, and that's a little mistake. Mindlessness by the Crusaders as Green kicks over just out of the reach of Franco right away.
Yeah, defenses just seem to have a little bit of a miscommunication, and it definitely something that Coach Prez will work on at halftime. But I mean, it's only 1-0 right now, as much of a one-sided game it's been so far. So all it takes is one goal for the Crusaders.
Travi Lopez in for the game for the Crusaders. After a few pushes into the center there by Lemont, it's going to get knocked out of bounds far downfield by the Crusaders.
Yeah, and speaking of the center, it seems like Chrisman, number 7, is kind of the anchor of this offense. Every time he touches the ball, they all kind of run forward and set up a opportunity here. So definitely, Crusaders definitely going to need to maybe send a trap on him, or I don't know, try something different, because right now he's just able to get whatever he wants.
Mancini throws it in right to Angelo Peach, who just knocks it out of bounds. It's going to take 2 here.
Yeah, you know it's a big game because Mike O'Brien from the Beverly Review's here.
They're trying to say Crusader fans want a handball. The referee's going to say it's out of bounds.
Yeah, Luciano has been pretty busy for this Lemont squad doing the throw-ins. He's got 4 in the last 25, 30 seconds.
They run a different kind of throw-in than we see a lot of times. They take that like extra step, really try to throw it in towards the goal, where we see the Crusaders do more of kind of like the boxing out motion, get it right on the side, and then try to work it into the goal through the passes.
Yeah, his is a more dramatic throw-in.
Yeah, and Lemont seems to take their time to kind of set up. Crusaders usually kind of like to go quicker.
Yeah, that's also one benefit of being in the lead. You totally control the time. You can play at your own pace.
Yeah, that's why getting that first goal is so crucial. You're right, Jay.
Well, like you were saying, Crusaders are normally more of a fast-paced team. They like to keep it moving. So this is different for them, and they don't have the ability to they got to play at Lemont's pace because they're the ones who have been in possession. As Green makes a great stop there, as number 5, Giovanni Ochoa, is going towards the goal, kind of gets in front of him and lets Valencia scoop it up.
Yeah, that was just a great job of the wily veteran Liam Green using his frame to be able to just get in the way of this Lemont team. I was a little confused why Giovanni Ochoa was kind of going towards the Crusader net on that one, but he just wanted to retreat and get it back out to the midfield.
Gonna stay Lemont possession. We got a few people shoe tying, getting things back up and ready to go.
Come
Still
on,
got
these
11
guys,
minutes.
These guys are high schoolers. You gotta know how to tie your shoe. Gotta do. I remember my family always do the Grandma O'Shea double knot.
Yeah, I think some of them are tying their shoes, but I think some of them are also just kind of panting. These defenders have been guarding for a good 30 minutes now, and they're probably exhausted.
Valencia once again comes out of the goal, kind of over the top move there, kind of steal the ball. Definitely be a foul in basketball.
Yeah, and I think Valencia's kind of been their player of the match so far. I think he saved a few goals. This game could be even more lopsided, but he's made a couple big catches in the goal just before Lemont was about to get a touch on it. So good job by him to keep it at a 1-0 game.
Yeah, that's good call there. As Crusaders going to regain possession. Franco moving quickly. Like we said, they like to move quick. But once again, moving that quick at times, necessarily not a good thing as he throws it away to Luciano Mancini. But, eventually Valencia gets it back there.
Yeah, Lamont's been doing, because in the last game, Oak Forest was doing more of a 5-in, 5-out type of thing, whereas Lemont today, they're doing one man in every couple of minutes, making sure these guys are well rested as Andrew Guzzi's getting ready to come into the game, and Gabriel Zaraki came in just a few moments ago.
Anthony Peach there with a little bit of open field, but just another kind of bad pass. Sets up his brother Angelo within the middle of 2 defenders. Kind of knocks over a guy there.
Yeah, and that was just a kind of a frustration foul there. Lemont was a little quicker to the ball again, and he tried to go through him instead of around him, and that yielded a foul. No card though.
No, yeah, Lemont fans asking for it, but it was more of, I wouldn't necessarily say, it wasn't something that looked like it was on purpose. It was more just kind of a collision on both ends.
Yeah, couldn't slow down before he hit him.
But both ends coming at each other.
Yeah, it's just momentum. That's something you learn in Brother Hayes' physics class.
Franco taking another throw in here from as far down as they could be, and once again just goes right to Lemont there. Zambrano heavily pressuring Chrisham here.
Yeah,
They tried to
Zambrano was on him like a hawk on that one.
Almost had a play in the middle there, but bounces out. But they're going to get another attempt here, as it's still Lemont ball. Luciano Mancini.
Yeah, there was Chrisman again. He was able to get the cross in. It seems like good things happen when they get him the ball. He's also their captain, so it's probably a reason why he looks like their best player.
Franco forced just to kind of kick that one out there. I'm going to take attempt number 3 for this throw-in for Mancini. Take 3 as a go.
Yeah, if I had $1 for every time Mancini has had to do a throw-in today, man, would I be a very rich man.
Quickly moving, Chava going up.
That was a great slide tackle there by Krisman.
And you got, once again, some varying calls here. Peach thinks that it was a handball there on Krisham, but the ref's going to say before that happened it was the tripping by Peach on that, so that's what caused that. This free kick's going to be taken by Vincenzo Mancini.
And Crusaders got to be careful here. This is like just around the area where Lemont scored their goal last time, so.
This one, yeah, didn't quite get as much height on it. It was going a little more left, kind of curving around.
It's always interesting to me how the goalies are always amazing at these like far kicks compared to the rest of the team, and you kind of saw there that someone else did the kick and wasn't able to quite get it on goal, but then the goalie does the kick. It's like right through the center of the goal. It's interesting.
Crusaders making an offensive push here, but once again stolen away by Lemont. And that is going to be a yellow card against Angelo Peach. Kind of gave a little shove there right in the middle. Ended up making the guy trip up and fall.
I'm a little surprised by that one. I feel like we've seen more physicality than that this game, but it might have just been a culmination of all the fouls prior to that. They finally said we got to give him a yellow.
Yeah, Peach exits the game. The ref's going to go over and talk to Coach Perez about what occurred. Giovanni Paz checks back in for the Crusaders.
Yeah, Paz, just a sophomore, but he has lots of experience. He's played a lot today as well. Crusaders pretty much rely on about 12, 13 guys. Yeah, both fan bases voicing their respective opinions on how the game's going, and their opinions of the official as well.
Yeah, I mean, Angelo Peach, star of this. And we're just being told the sideline also just got a yellow card here. I mean, the ref did go over to talk to Coach Perez, and other coaches came around, so obviously some words being said there as the sideline assessed that yellow card.
Yeah, and like you said with the fans, it's always kind of interesting because soccer, these fans are right next to each other on the stands. Like in football and other sports, they're opposite sides of the field, but soccer, they're right next to each other, so they can kind of chat it up if you want to say that.
Peach back in the game, which is big for the Crusaders as he is a captain and a leading player on this team, leads a lot of the offensive approaches. Ball taken away by Faraz Ayub. Oh, we're going to have a Goozy Russian. And that's going to be a yellow card on Liam Green there. If you saw it down in the bottom part of your screen on the left side.
I think this is the first time I've seen Liam Green come out, maybe all season. The guy usually averages about 79, 80 minutes a game.
Yeah, Andrew Guzzi rushing towards the net there. Green just kind of gave him a little body there, knocked him over.
As it'll be Danny Barch coming in the game for the Crusaders.
Yeah, and that green yellow card's a big deal because, as you said, he's kind of one of their stalwarts on defense. And if he gets another yellow card, they're playing down a man and without one of their better defenders. So he's definitely got to be more careful in these challenges.
Krisham gets the corner kick up, and Valencia just swats it away up there. I think one thing that's different from what we've seen in the regular season is someone gets a yellow card, has to come out of the game, they go sit down for a few minutes, get a little break. Not in these playoff games. Coach Perez wants his player back in as soon as the game allows. So we saw both for Peach and Green, they're just going to stand right at the substitution point until they're allowed to come back in.
Yeah, both teams' fans have a lot of noisemakers, so it sounds like it's New Year's Eve or something here.
Corner kick misses the net, goes directly over it, and knocks out of bounds. Valencia with just over 5 minutes left. Green comes in.
And Barsh goes out.
Franco right along the sideline. Green making his presence known already. Lemont going to pick up the pace, getting it down over Zambrano's head towards the middle.
Yeah, Jay, I mean, Lamont's playing rock and roll right now, while the Crusaders are playing more of a relaxed tone.
Krisham gets it towards the middle. He dishes it out, and David Valencia with an incredible diving save. And now Zambrano. And then you got a goal for number 12 on Lemont, Billy Elitis.
Yeah, Elitis already has a goal today, so he's 1 goal away from a hat trick, and it's not even the halfway point of the game
yet. Second goal right along the left side. We had a few different back and forth there between Crusaders and Lemont. We had Krisham shot blocked by Valencia, and then we had Julian Zambrano making a great kick-up save in the goal. Knocks it back out. Elitis there and knocks into the left side.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 phenomenal saves, but they just were unable to clear, and that left an empty net. Able to put it top right corner. I mean, that was a great shot, great placement, but...
I mean, you can't blame Valencia for that. He had to make 2 stops there. It was on the ground.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't even in the net, and the Crusaders, they stopped like 4 or 5 shots in a row there. The Crusaders, they just got to play better defense and keep this Lemont team, because this team's dangerous, just at least outside the red zone or area right near the goal. Because, I mean, Valencia just can't survive having to stop 5-6 shots in like 10-15 seconds. I mean,
Giovanni Paz goes up for the header and gets knocked down.
Looks like he got hit pretty hard there he took a pretty big fall after he jumped up.
Yeah.
Both players were just going for the ball though, so
yeah, nothing
unintentional
to deal with a card or anything there. It was just kind of ball up in the air, who's going to be able to get the header. And he's getting up with the help of Brother Ice staff, including athletic trainer Hugo. We thank him for being out here like we always do.
Yeah, I think he just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit. Hopefully he should be okay. But
yeah, he's walking off the field by himself.
Yep, shout out to Hugo, who doppelgangs as Jake from State Farm on his off days.
Julian Zambrano's going to take the free kick here.
I don't know if I've ever heard that one, Nolan, but I think I could kind of see it a little bit. Jay, any thoughts?
Zambrano we got a little header matchup here. And it's going to end up in the middle, and ball's just going to go out and over.
Yeah, that was a little mano-y-mano. You head, I'll do an even better header. As Lazowski has been pretty bored on his own side of the field for much of this one, with the ball being on the... Since you guys both take AP stats, I'm sure you can figure this out, the percentages. How long the ball's been on the Crusaders side of the field, or how long it's been on the Lemont side of the field.
We cannot.
Yeah, we could, Matt. Observational experiment or... Observational study or experiment?
That is not correct.
Lazowski kicks it down.
Yeah, Crusaders, I mean, they love to score a goal before half. It looks like they're kind of just wanting to get to half. This has been kind of a nightmare for them. Got to come out strong in the second half.
And we got a move going in. It's Angelo Peach pushing in. He had Gaona on the other side.
As I say that, they make a big push.
Something that I think the refs just miss is that Peach just got shoved down to the ground.
Ball attempts to get in to the center cage, but knocked away by a group of defenders.
Gregus and Guzzi both fall to the ground.
We got Green setting it up for the Crusaders. Going to kick it down about 30 yards there.
I mean, there must be a banana peel on the field with how many guys are falling today.
We got Crusader coaches angry, saying it should be their possession.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Coach Perez looks. I mean, he might. I'm not sure if he's mad at the refs or the teams, but he doesn't look happy paced over there on the sideline.
First year Brother Ice coach took over from Coach Prunkel, who set the Crusaders up, and that is a header attempted to go in by Gaona. Lazowski came and just kind of jumped up and got it.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal chance for the Crusaders. That was a one-on-one. Just couldn't quite get enough on the header.
We got something going on here.
Lazowski's trying to act as his own lawyer on that one, trying to change the opinion of the ref. He's very confused on what happened there, and so am I, actually.
Yeah, I got nothing. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe he ran out of the box with the ball. I didn't see much.
I think we need our head rules analyst, Packy Flannery.
I know, he normally gets those rules down for us. It's going to be Zambrano or Greg is here. Both are lined up looking like they're going to do something. It's going to be Zambrano. Nope, he's going to stutter. He's going to kick it back to Greg. We got a stoppage of play.
I mean, that's kind of like the Masked Singer. Who's going to do it? Gregus or Zambrano?
We're going to redo this here. I believe Lemont started coming forward too early there.
Yeah, that's a huge chance for the Crusaders. They could steal a goal here at the end of the half, go down 1. That would be massive for this outcome of this game.
Yeah, we see the ref move the Lemont line back slightly. And Zambrano just doesn't really get it up off the ground. But kicks one way out right.
A little bit of a missed opportunity for the Crusaders, but I mean, you gotta give Lemont credit. They definitely studied the Crusader playbook. They read that one like a picture book.
I mean, they tried to run the same play kind of there twice. Lemont saw it the first time. Pushing forward. Guzzi coming out, chasing with Valencia. Valencia's going to slide and knock it out of bounds and quickly hustle back to the net. We have under 30 seconds left to play in the first half of the sectional championship.
Yeah, there's Valencia again, being decisive and deciding what he's going to do early so he can beat the offensive part of the ball.
And that one's just going to be kicked out
like
with 8 seconds. This is going to kind of end up this first half here for the IHSA sectional championship. Lemont High School currently leads the Crusaders 2-0. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thank you for listening.
So I definitely feel like I'm well prepared. I've gotten tons of help from teachers after school. During my junior year, I had a pre-calc honors class that I really struggled with. And so I literally lived in my math teacher's classroom. I mean, every single day, 2-3 hours, I would be in there just learning, getting help because I struggled with it in grammar school. So the academics definitely is a standout here for me.
We are a college prep school. We concentrate on the STEMs. The boys have a wonderful engineering program. They have strong teachers. They feel we're preparing confidence. We have alumni, they come back and tell us we were ready, we were prepped for college. So that instills a lot of confidence in us and it tells us that we are doing something right.
I believe it prepares you better because you're individualized. Like if your grade starts slipping or you stop turning in work, your teachers will pull you after class and talk to you, or your counselor will pull you and talk to you and be like, do you need to change something, or do you need to just talk about something and get something off your mind so you can be better prepared.
Teaching boys is a little bit different. We have to have more patience. We have to expect the impulsiveness, and we have to guide them more gently in that way. So that's one of the things that we do, is because unique to, if we were to teach co-ed, we could do that very well, but because we teach boys, we understand boys and we understand the way the boys think.
It's the brother, it's the family feeling. You don't have to come to school scared, you don't have to come to school nervous or anxious. You can really just be yourself here.
You know, there's several advantages to teaching in an all-boys school. We can teach directly to boys, and they learn differently than girls do, and I've taught in co-ed schools, and kids learn differently, but in boys' schools, they learn by doing and getting hands-on, but also the spirit in the halls of the brotherhood and the guys who just will jab each other and they'll be involved and they'll be able to talk to each other. You can't find that in a co-ed school.
The advantage to attending an all-boys school is that you're more comfortable. I know I went to a co-ed grade school, and there's just that sense of, oh, I have to make sure, double check what I'm doing, and sometimes you might not be able to be yourself. When you come here, you realize that there is no, wall, there's no barrier that's, trying to keep you from being who you are. You can come here, you can, be who you want to be, and you learn to relax and become comfortable when you're around, your other fellow students and, your brothers.
It means something different for everyone. It kind of just means being the best you can be, because everyone can be exceptional in different ways, but just being exceptional is kind of being the best you can, living up to your full potential.
We expect the best from our young men. I often tell my students, we're not raising boys here. We're developing men. So I expect the best from each and every one of my students here.
Brother Rice absolutely offers something for every student. The classes that we offer, the wide variety of electives. There's a huge variety of sports, obviously, and there's a huge variety of clubs, after-school clubs and activities. Not to mention a really diverse student body as well, both racially, ethnically, even socioeconomically. So there really is something for every student here at Brother Rice.
I'd say come check it out. See for yourself. You can witness the brotherhood that these boys share with each other. You can sense the atmosphere. You can see the culture when you walk down the hallway. These guys do want to be here. They may not always know it, but they do enjoy learning. And I think we make it about as easy as we can for them with the atmosphere, with the offerings that we have here at Brother Rice.
Ever since he's been putting that jacket on, he has way too much confidence in himself. So what test you guys got next?
I got anatomy.
Oh, I actually have a study. Where are you going for that?
Just outside. You can't go out there!
Students can't go outside, bud.
The jacket. I knew what I want.
What?
Makes no sense. Bob, Casey.
Ooh, I gotta get him one of those jackets.
He's dead.
It's not even plugged in.
So I definitely feel like I'm well prepared. I've gotten tons of help from teachers after school. During my junior year, I had a pre-calc honors class that I really struggled with. And so I literally lived in my math teacher's classroom. I mean, every single day, 2 or 3 hours, I would be in there just learning, getting help because I struggled with it in grammar school. So the academics definitely is a standout here for me.
We are a college prep school. We concentrate on the STEMs. The boys have a wonderful engineering program. They have strong teachers. They feel we're preparing confidence. We have alumni, they come back and tell us we were ready, we were prepped for college. So that instills a lot of confidence in us, and it tells us that we are doing something right.
I believe it prepares you better because you're individualized. Like if your grades start slipping or you stop turning in work, your teachers will pull you after class and talk to you, or your counselor will pull you and talk to you and be like, do you need to change something, or do you need to just talk about something and get something off your mind so you can be better prepared.
Teaching boys is a little bit different. We have to have more patience. We have to expect the impulsiveness, and we have to guide them more gently in that way. So that's one of the things that we do, is because unique to, if we were to teach co-ed, we could do that very well, but because we teach boys, we understand boys and we understand the way the boys think.
It's the family feeling. You don't have to come to school scared. You don't have to come to school nervous or anxious. You can really just be yourself here.
You know, there's several advantages to teaching in an all-boys school. We can teach directly to boys, and they learn differently than girls do. And I've taught in co-ed schools, and kids learn differently. But in boys' schools, they learn by doing and getting hands-on. But also the spirit in the halls of the brotherhood and the guys who just will jab each other, and they'll be involved and they'll be able to talk to each other. You can't find that in a co-ed school.
The advantage to attending an all-boys school is that you're more comfortable. I know I went to a co-ed grade school, and there's just that sense of, oh, I have to make sure, double check what I'm doing, and sometimes you might not be able to be yourself. When you come here, you realize that there is no, wall, there's no barrier that's, trying to keep you from being who you are. You can come here, you can, be who you want to be, and you learn to relax and become comfortable when you're around, your other fellow students and, your brothers.
It means something different for everyone. It kind of just means being the best you can be, because everyone can be exceptional in different ways, but just being exceptional is kind of being the best you can, living up to your full potential.
We expect the best from our young men. I often tell my students, we're not raising boys here. We're developing men. So I expect the best from each and every one of my students here.
Brother Rice absolutely offers something for every student. The classes that we offer, the wide
We welcome you back live from Tom Mitchell Field at Brother Rice High School for today's varsity soccer matchup, IHSA sectional finals between Brother Rice High School and Lemont High School. Lemont currently leads Brother Rice 2-0 at the beginning of the second half. I'm Jay Jelk alongside Matt Olson and Nolan Leonard, Charlie Snyder producing and Phil Kresge on camera. We welcome you back. Nolan, thoughts?
Lemont and Brother Rice, two very solid, fundamentally sound teams. But that first half, Lamont's in the lead 2-0 because they kind of got into the head of the Crusaders. Matt?
Yeah, there's not a ton of positives to take away for Brother Rice. Lemont definitely controlled the ball that whole time, and that's why it scores 2-0. But I don't know, Brother Rice is a high-powered offense, so this game is definitely not over.
Yeah, I think both of you guys, great statements there as we're getting ready to start this second half.
Yeah, I think the Crusaders are going to have to start off hot and stay hot the rest of the game because 2 goals in soccer is not super easy to just get them 1-2 down, and then they're going to have to try to get a third too. So definitely expect a super high-paced attack for the Crusaders this half.
Yeah, I think like Nolan mentioned a little bit ago, a lot of mental in soccer, also a lot of momentum based. I mean, that kind of goes into mental. A good thing after halftime is that kind of momentum has a chance to reset. If you come out hot right off the gate, I mean, that's a complete momentum switch from what happened maybe 15 minutes prior. So I think that's what Brother Rice is hoping for, and Lemont's obviously hoping for the exact same thing to continue their momentum.
Yeah, I think the Crusaders have never been happier than going to the break because they just need a break, mental break. Gotta get that edge back and to be able to come back in this one and advance to Super Sectional. Somehow that ball stays in.
Valencia out of the box, over to Green. Green kicks it down, being chased. We got Liskowski way out of the goal. We have an open net currently. If one of the Crusaders can put a shot out, and it's just going to be kicked out of bounds. They're going to quickly move, though.
Yeah, already I'm liking the pace that the Crusaders are playing with this half. Definitely seem to be more energized after halftime. Playing with a little more, I don't know. Yeah, just more energized.
Oh, and Lisowski kind of just holding the ball out there, and it was kind of knocked out by Peach.
Still has his hands up. I don't know why he's so mad. I mean, his team's up 2-0.
I mean, I think it was just kind of, he's going.
It's going to get a running start. At this point, he's going to be just coming out of the bushes like a mythical character.
And he kicks it just to about the line of the midfield. We're going to see who they're going to call possession to here as it bounces off both heads. And it's going to go to Luciano Mancini for Lemont.
No, I just want to say I'm a big fan of how you incorporate the different parts of the field and track into the soccer game. It's really impressive, the stories you're able to tell here.
Appreciate it, Matt. Thanks for the comp.
And it's going back and forth in that back corner. It's going to be goalie ball for the Crusaders as Valencia takes it.
Yeah, those back corners can get a little scary at night. I mean, it can be tough. You don't even know what the heck's going on. The lighting isn't quite good over those corners, especially for night games.
Good thing it's 11 a.m.
Rise and shine, campers.
Sorry, Matt Olson is correcting me. 12.
Can't be lying to the viewers.
Tomato, tomato, potato, potato.
Got a time change tomorrow.
Yep, daylight savings time. We fall back and spring forward, so that means we're actually going to be losing an hour. And yep, we have, thanks Matt, open house tomorrow, open house number 2. So any guys who want to take a look at the Crusade, the Brotherhood, tomorrow, there will be open house from 11 a.m. to 2, correct?
You can check out our website for more details. Luke Gordon kind of bounced it off his head, his knees, his feet, all body parts there to move it down. And he's going to move quickly.
Yeah, Gordon was playing head, shoulders, knees, and toes on that one.
Gordon right back in the middle of the play there, almost falls backwards, but keeps himself up. Zambrano saying it hit him.
Quick shout out to the ball boys. We're doing just an excellent job. The last couple of games, we had some younger ball boys, and they've kind of been struggling to get the ball back into play. So today, we've got some guys who we've seen do it before, and they're doing just a fantastic job.
Oh, nice little play. The line ref kind of put his foot back, stopped the ball from going farther down.
I tell you, this is one of the fastest paced soccer games I think I've ever played, ever watched.
Yeah, you're not out there on the field, Nolan.
Check that, yep. Wish I was, though. Got to relive those first grade glory days. St. Catherine Chargers, 2014, leader of goals and points scored.
I mean, Brother Eyes could use you today, I guess.
I think they could.
I don't know if the first grade translates to a sectional final game, but
I don't think so.
See.
I don't think so, Jay. Although I never had the privilege of watching first grade Nolan in soccer, so I don't know.
I mean, he was the real deal. Sports Illustrated cover a few times.
You mean Sports Illustrated for kids, Jay? I was the athlete of the month.
Valencia comes up, takes the ball, as Andrew Guzzi tries to head it in.
I think this is a big chance for the Crusaders. I feel like do you kind of feel a goal coming here for the Crusaders a little bit? No, I don't. Never mind.
You got Zambrano and Paz, kind of a little miscommunication on who'd take the ball there. Just going to end up going back to Grikis.
Yeah, this is kind of what Lemont wants to do, as opposed to the Crusaders want to play fast. Lemont just kind of wants to keep it on this side of the field, slow it down. And,
which is different from originally what they were trying to do. They started off fast.
Originally they start off very quick, and that's why I said early on in this game, that's why the first goal is so important, because you can dictate the pace of play after that.
Going to continue to be Crusaders' ball after out of bounds on Lemont kicks it out. Goes right into a group of Lemont defenders around Peach. Doesn't work out for the Crusaders.
Yeah, he's surrounded again, like you said earlier, Jay. They're just second one of these guys gets the ball, they're just trapping.
Yeah, I mean, Crusaders still just they're almost going backwards every time they have to get it because of that trap. I know I mentioned it earlier, but we saw it the last play. Goes back to starts up, they're kind of moving it up when the forwards has to kick it back to the midfield, then defenders, and then it ends up back into Valencia's arms.
Yeah, I think I'd like the Crusaders to kind of have like a cross field pass to kind of reset, like shift the defense, because they're all on one side. So if they could kind of shift over to the other side, there's usually like they'll have like a 2-on-1 or something similar to that, but it's really hard to do.
And we got a card coming out here. I believe that's going to be on. No, that's going to be on Krisham there.
Yeah, Krisham, very important player for this Lemont team. Kind of the anchor that holds everything down.
Yeah, there were three of them over there. There was a nice little slide stop made, and then stuff that resulted following.
Yeah,
Krisham.
him and Billy Elias and Andrew Guzzi, nice little 1-2-3 punch they got going for this Lemont team.
Valencia taking it for the Crusaders. Gonna get it over to Zambrano. It's Andrew Guzzi.
He's playing the man in the middle. See, that's just too long of a kick for Grikis to make. You physically cannot have the ball go that fast to that distance before Lemont guy gets there.
Gona making some moves here.
And the reason I'm able to figure that out is using the D equals VT formula. Distance equals velocity times time.
Peach goes into a group of defenders and gets it stolen. Grikis makes a great recovery after the steal there. Gives it back into Peach. Gordon going back to the corner. He's going to keep it in bounds, but it's going to knock out.
Yeah, I think he might have rushed the cross a little bit there. It wasn't fully centered on the ball and kind of hit it off the side of his foot. Goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I feel like Peach was almost being set up for failure a few times there. We had three guys on each side of him. Only way he could pass it back was behind him. I mean, that was 2 times kicked right in the middle to him there and couldn't get much going there.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the pressure on that cross there, right, Gordon? We're seeing the pressure of being down 2. You got to make things happen and make them happen quickly. So just try to do a little too much too quickly there.
Yeah, absolutely.
As it'll be the professional throw-in guy, Luciano, coming to throw in for Lemont again.
And we're going Crusaders going to get possession. Move it quickly with Franco along the sideline. Going back and forth. Grikis moves it forward, bringing it up near sideline. Over to Zambrano, to Chava, back to Zambrano, give it a little kick back. Gaona was the intended receiver there
Crusader fans, enjoy a fresh handcrafted meal in a hometown hospitality at neighborhood Culver's in Evergreen Park. Owned and operated by Matt Herman, Brotherize Class 2008. Culver's in Evergreen Park offers butterburgers, frozen custard, and Wisconsin cheese curds. Culver's, welcome to Delicious.
We had an offsides call for Lemont during that period, so Crusaders regain possession as Greg makes the man miss.
I swear, Jay, I think I'm like 0 for 45 in the last 5 soccer games in terms of trying to get these ad reads. Every time I try one, there's always a call on the field. Clock stoppage, something important. Matt, I think it's your turn. Next ad read.
89 Averis was making some moves there as he got over to Krisham, and then he regains possession himself. Greikis gets it past 3 guys, though, on a steal there. And Greikis tripped up, and that's going to be a yellow card assessed. It's going to be assessed against Aiden Antaveris on that kind of tripping push on
he just
Greikis.
missed the ball and got him in the shins. Greikis looks to be okay, though, which is good. He's been huge for them on these defensive stops. He's been able to win a lot of these tough 50-50 balls and kind of spark their offense a little bit on defense.
Peach going to take the free kick here.
Substitution for line number 8, Gabriel Zawicki.
Peach, it's up a little short as it hits the head of Lemont defender there. But Green is able to regain it for the Crusaders. Knocked out by Lemont. Zambrano's going to take the throw in.
Yeah, and I know the Crusaders haven't scored yet, but throughout the first 10-ish minutes of this half, they've looked a lot more lively on offense and keeping the ball on their side of the field more. So,
yeah, if you're a Crusader fan, like Matt said, you're very encouraged to see the way the Crusaders have responded in these first 10 to 12 minutes of the second half, playing like a brand new team.
Green, he's moving into the middle, which I like to see for the Crusaders. And just kind of gets kicked out immediately, though. But Gordon saves it, attempts to save it on the side, but it's going to be, effort's going to end up a little short.
A new throw-in guy for Lemont. Number 18.
That's going to be Dylan Jaschek. Crusaders are going to get possession, though. Chava bringing it up to the middle. Finds Anthony Peach, but ball taken away by Faraz Ayub.
Nice footwork there by Zambrano. A little bit of an ankle breaker. He had biliolitis moving.
Green, let's see if he does the same thing. Try to kick it in the middle like he did last time. Instead, he's going to take it up himself. Kick it into Gaona, just a few feet.
and like we see here, it seems like the Crusaders are kind of living on the sides of the field just because the Lemont's doing such a good job of keeping them out of the center and then trapping them on the side. So very good defensive plan so far for Lemont.
I mean, yeah, we haven't seen the Crusaders be able to get much in anywhere. Gona getting along the side.
Yeah, and he was able to just fend off the Crusaders there. Yeah, the defense. Yeah, Lemont's defense has been very impressive so far, especially this half.
Charlie Snyder, got anything to commentate? Producer?
It's quite a game.
Sir, looking forward to going to the pumpkin patch later?
Of course.
Yeah, and like you said earlier with this weather, I mean, this is a perfect fall day for the pumpkin patch for a soccer game. And we got Brother Rice playing a playoff football game later. They're in a cross-country sectional, so busy day for the Crusader athletic teams.
Great day to be a Crusader. Oh, wait, that's every day.
If you want to join that, feel free to come to open house tomorrow.
Jay, I just set you up perfectly on that one.
We got it working. We're going to just keep promoting that open house. Racing towards the sideline. It's going to be Paz who's going to throw it in.
Yeah, something that always interests me is what type of things teams might do as playoff superstitions. Last week in the game against Oak Forest in the playoffs, a lot of their guys kind of dyed their hair. And the Crusader football team has had a lot of guys, well, kind of go bald.
He's going to go back to Valencia. He's going to kick it over to Green and move it up the field.
I tell you, I've never seen Liam Green spend so much time on the other side of the field. We're used to seeing him just kind of kick back, relax next to Valencia around that 25, 20-yard line.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem with being down 2 is you're not able to do that. You need all 10 guys other than Valencia to be up on the offensive attack.
Yeah, we saw like the Green, Grikis, and Brano stay a little more back during the first half, but now once they're trying to get that offensive turn in this game, they've moved up past that 50-yard line on the field.
It's like a sub for Lemont here. Guzzi's coming in for Elidas.
Yes, as the Lemont fans are happy about that. I feel like Guzzi back in the game.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's been very solid so far. Honestly, you could say about everyone on Lemont. They've just played a really good game, well-balanced team.
Nice play by Zambrano, kind of putting his body out on the line there. Ontiveros coming in. Play moving in, but Gordon stops, but Gordon's going to get outran there by number 5, Giovanni Ochoa.
Yeah, Ochoa definitely very fast. He was able to just run over and steal one from Gordon.
We got a stoppage of clock here. And we're back to the clock running. Valencia going to come out of the box there. Put a stop to that Lemont push through on the Crusaders line.
Yeah, both teams laid it all on the line today. As for these seniors, it'll be their last game. They don't win this one.
Ooh. Yeah, that's going to be Grikis kind of shoved over there a little bit. Collision after. So it's going to be his. He's going to take the free kick. It's
Yeah,
going
like Nolan said, we love the playoffs, but that's kind of the sad side of the playoffs that a lot of these guys here, they're done. Like, not too many people play college athletics, so this is it for a lot of the seniors on the field today if they don't win it.
Green kicks it down, and that he's got Paz there. Listowski comes out of the net though and grabs it. I mean, I like that play a lot. They got it down. Paz was open, just a little over, but I mean, you're kicking that across half the field there. So I mean, I was perfectly fine with that play. I wouldn't mind if they did that a few more times, try to get something out of it.
Yeah, I mean, if that takes a good bounce, or if the goalie makes a mistake, that's a goal. So just gotta keep trying to get balls in the box. Hopefully, find a couple goals here.
And the entire play took no more than 15 seconds.
Yeah, looks like they're kind of doing a similar thing here.
Anthony Peach is the intended this time, but Paz is there as well. And Peach is looking for something, saying got tripped up. He was on the ground, but there's going to be no call. So Listowski's going to have it.
These Lemont defenders are just holding the Crusaders off, not letting them get past them, just kind of grabbing them. And it's working well, so.
Let's go Lemont chants coming out from the crowd. I mean, it's always great to hear each team supporting their side.
Yeah, Lazowski taking his sweet old time on that one.
It's going to be Listowski's going to quickly come out of the net and move it. Connie caught the Crusaders off guard there. Weren't expecting that.
That might be something the Crusaders want to do. I mean, they can't really get a whole lot going so far this afternoon. Might want to try and pull Valencia out of the net.
And that's just booted away as far as possible over the net.
Yeah, that might be a souvenir for a fan. Yeah, Zambrano uses those long gazelle-like legs to take it out. Green does his famous 25-yard kick down the middle of the field. That's something that happens that has aged like fine wine. He's been doing that for 4 years.
Chava moving it up. Over to kicks it sideways over, little side kick over to Zambrano, and then same thing, Zambrano to Gordon. Green wide open on that far side of the field on your screen.
Yeah, like on this attack.
Green makes a push in.
I was gonna say, Jay, I liked on that attack how they're kind of slow and they built it up and they switched sides of the field. But another good play there by Lemont.
Nice header there by Guzzi. I mean, I feel like every team kind of has their own special skill. I mean, last Saturday, George Washington was the slide tackling. Tonight, this afternoon with Lemont, it's the headers. They're really just on point with the headers. Zambrano falls down. Great slide ball.
Got a stoppage of clock here. And that's going to be a yellow card given. That's going to be assessed to number 11 on Lemont, Mitchell Soa.
Yeah, Soa's got to go up back to the bench.
Substitution for Lemont, number 12, Billy Elias.
Like the use of rhyming words there. Big golden words.
Zambrano going to kick it over to Greikis here as they're setting up their push-in. Greikis going to go over the top, and great play by Adrian Lisowski. Jumps up and just makes that save there.
Yeah, Lisowski, I mean, he's best Randy Moss impression on that one. I mean, he climbed the ladder and went up and got that one. Kind of like a Jimmy Maxson 46-inch vertical.
Yeah, and he certainly let the Crusaders know about that one too. He's fired up after that one.
Greikis going to set it up again for the Crusaders. Kind of fakes out his defender. He's not really being followed too much. Giving him a little space. Quick pass into Zambrano. Had to knock that down with his body. Reflected off to Green. Then Guzzi was there to kick it out. Throw in. Ends up to Peach. Looking for a handball. Not going to be called. Gordon boots it up. Couldn't tell if he was attempting to get that pass to the middle shot, but
looks like he just mishit it a little bit.
Substitution for Lemont, number 11, Mitchell Soa.
Soa back into the game after the yellow card.
Soa, I guess, is go up, back onto the field, back onto the pitch. As you can see, one rambunctious little Lemont fan down on the sideline, waving around the Lemont flag, voicing support for this Lemont ball club.
Peach bringing it in.
As Soa was just doing push-ups on the field while I was trying to get back up. I mean, you gotta stay heart healthy and make sure you're following the American fitness regulations.
Greikis, like he's done the past few offensive drives for this team, sets it up on the near side of the field. He gets tripped up. They're going to get a free kickoff here. Tripped up by number 12, Billy Elias.
Yeah, that fan waving the flag is not agreeing with that call. He is not happy. Now he's firing up the crowd. No one's on this fan. He's ready.
Chava taking it for the Crusaders. Sets it up. It's coming at it from the side.
Last Saturday's game against George Washington, where some of the GW dads were wearing colonial time hats, trying to look like George Washington or James Madison or Jefferson or one of the founding fathers. Very interesting sight to see. You never know what you're going to find when you come to Coach Tom Mitchell Field for a playoff soccer game.
Free kick by Chava, a little long. Gordon was back there by the goal, kind of almost got him in the back foot there, but just kind of missed. A little too much power.
Yeah, it's got to take a little mustard on that.
And Green. Oh, Green comes and scoops it up, falls over the back of the Lemont defender or forward Billy Elitis.
I like this play here. Lemont had a lot of guys up. Now the Crusaders have been in an advantage here.
They're pushing up. Anthony Peach. Nice little sliding kick away by Ali Nabusali.
Yeah, every single time Rice starts to get something going, Lamont's just there with a great slide tackle. Got to give him credit.
It's going to stay Crusaders' possession. Throwing into a group again of defenders. Once again, don't know if I like that pass, but I mean, Green right there defending again.
Yeah, just like how Luciano is the main thrower-in guy for Lemont. Luke Gordon serves that role for Crusaders. Once another risky move coming out for that one.
Yeah, the Crusaders are lucky because they have Franco and Gordon who can both perform those throw-ins pretty well. They both normally each half kind of run one side of the pitch. Crusaders going to move quickly as the owner just tosses that one into Xavi Lopez.
Yeah, with only 14.5 minutes to go, Crusaders are going to need to find a goal quickly here. And then find another goal quickly after that.
As Grakes and Green do their best impression of following his son on the game catch.
Grakes moves it in. He's getting up there. Chava chasing it to the sideline. He's going to keep it in bounds, but he's being heavily pressured.
Looks like see that very late goal kick called there. Must have wasn't able to keep it in bounds. But the Lemont bench is hot right now. At the ref,
Yeah,
I'm not sure what's going on.
I mean, it's their possession. We have a stoppage of clock. The ref, the Lemont bench is asking that the clock continues to run. The clock stopped. Seems like there might have just been a misunderstanding between a few different parties, but everything seems to be all well again. His clock is running.
And Lemont has the ball.
Not for long, though, maybe, as Franco starts chasing it, but Giovanni Ochoa is able to get there. Another late call there. Lemont gonna really take their time.
I think the goalie wants to get another crack at this kick here.
And that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, Jay, I think he's just trying to do.
We gotta stop a clock again.
Adam and J-check from Old Forest, another guy who does this strategy.
We gotta stop clock. There's a player down for Lemont. Fortunately, he's sitting down. He's not fully laying. So it looks like maybe, hopefully it's just a cramp or some other injury of that sort. Nothing serious. Got members of Lemont and Brother Rice training staff.
While we have a stoppage in play, I mentioned earlier that we got the big playoff football game. Any predictions from you, Nolan?
I'm gonna side with one of my favorite teachers, Mr. Mabel, gave his score prediction 31-14 in favor of the Crusaders. I'm going to go with that one as well. Looking forward to it, and I think all three of us are going to make the trek to Trenton College for this one.
Yep, we are.
Baracco's Restaurant and Pizza has several convenient locations throughout the south side, including Mount Greenwood, Beverly, and Evergreen Park. Family owned and operated for over 40 years, Baracco's has a long line of Brother Rice alumni. Baracco's offers delicious classic Italian cuisine. Dine-in, pickup, and delivery are available. Please visit our website at www.baraccos.com.
The downed Lemont player was sophomore forward number 5, Giovanni Ochoa. He was able to walk off under his own power. We hope he's going to be okay and can come back in the game soon. Lisowski going to take the second attempt here at this kick.
As both fans still voicing their disdain for this referee.
Crusaders are going to regain possession as they move it up. Gaona on the near side. Gaona beats out his defender. Gaona kind of ball gets tripped up by a great slide stop by Vincenzo Mancini. Xavi Lopez there though.
Sets up Zambrano. Zambrano working on his footwork, but not exactly the time to do so. He's down 2 goals in the sectional final with 12 minutes to play.
Green kicks one in, but it is blocked away by a defender.
Yeah, tried to center it there, but there really wasn't anywhere really to go with the ball.
Yeah, Ontiveros tried to kick it out, but it ends up in Brother Rice's possession still. Anthony Peach right in front of the goal, knocks it out to Greikis. Greikis kind of hits it off just the toe there. It doesn't really get it up in the air. Just a line drive, curving pretty hard right.
Yeah, it's kind of in the... How this game has gone for the Crusaders. A few good opportunities there, but just a little miss-hit again.
We got Lisowski taking his signature back to the bushes run out here. More of a line drive kick. Takes a big bounce over a few of his guys. Green kind of does a little box out there. Greikis gets one over to Gaona. Gaona just misses Anthony Peach's head, and it's just going to roll across the entire field there.
Oh, that was an excellent cross there. Just couldn't find anyone to... No one was there to receive it.
And Lisowski's just going to kind of catch that one and fall on over.
Crusaders now finally starting to get shots on goal, but it's starting to feel like it might start to get too little, too late for this Crusaders ball play. Rodriguez with a little behind the back type kick. Centers it over to Green, over by the Crusader logo at the 50. Bicycle kick.
Zambrano kicks it up. Gaona's there, but it's going to be knocked away by Luciano Mancini.
Yeah, I think the Crusaders are kind of going quality over quantity. I think that's going to change very quickly here, and they're just going to start shooting on net no matter where they are on the field. Just kind of trying to maybe get lucky with one of these.
Yep, Green going in, but right again into a group of defenders. Peach is there, though. Tries to kick it out to Zambrano. Stopped. Greikis. Neither can like gain possession here, back and forth, right along the sideline. And then it's going to be given to Lemont.
As Gordon and Fariz Aou are kind of having a little argument.
Stoppage of clock here. Looks like the ref's got his yellow card out to give to Greikis.
Yeah, Greg is another very important player for the Crusaders, who averages around, well, I'd I'd say pretty much all game, every game, 80 minutes a game, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Crusaders cannot afford to lose them as Coach Al Perez is walking over now, and assistant coach Kevin McAlinden are coming over as well to try and protest this month.
Yeah, I mean, we already had a yellow card on our assistant coach today. I don't think we're going to see too much arguing out here. They don't want anything else to occur, but I think that's kind of what's been happening, especially with some of these senior players. I mean, coming down to the end, emotions getting the best of them, but
yeah, I think they're just, as we said a few times, this is likely their last game playing soccer, and they're just, I think, frustrated.
they had an advantage there. They just couldn't find Gaona on that near side.
Yeah, Guzzi running like a madman all over the place.
Once again, just ball was open and available. No Crusader kind of in the vicinity. No one seemed to run after it.
Yeah, Lazowski kind of playing mind games there. Looked like he was going to try and scoop it up. And just let it go right through the 5-hole between his legs and into the bushes, where he plays I Spy with my little eye before he finally finds the ball. Takes his famous run back, becomes a mythical character coming out of the bushes.
Back in the game for Brother Rice. Jimmy
Yeah, and I think that also allowed him to take another 20 seconds off the clock, which is a smart play. Another foul there, so more time being taken off the clock by Lemont.
Yeah, I mean, each of these times it's 20, 25, 30 seconds just kind of being knocked down.
Yeah, and then like the professionals in college, they add time on for these stoppages, but in high school, I don't think that's the case. So.
No, yeah, you're correct. Ball just bounces.
Yeah, it's now or never for the Crusaders. If they don't score in these next couple minutes, it's going to be it for them.
Kind of back and forth here around the midfield. No one becoming real dominant. Angelo Peach kicks it over to Chava. Franco working the ball up. Just over everyone's head again. Lisowski's right there. He's going to hold and grab it out. He's going to run to the other side of the box away from all Crusader defenders against him. It's going to be Green throwing it in for the Crusaders after it was out after Lisowski.
Rampaging shots on goal right now.
Yeah, it looks like that ref was calling it off the Crusaders, but they went quickly and pushed over the other side of the field, and the ref just stopped. The fans are so upset about it, though.
We got a stoppage of clock. Ref is going to have a little meet-up.
Yeah, I think he's talking about what I was just saying, that it should have been Lemont ball. But
and that's going to be a yellow card given to Lamont's bench. Someone on that bench, I'm sure, something about that call, like you said. Going to be assessed that yellow card.
Yeah, there was a guy on the end of the bench that was definitely letting the ref know what he thought.
One more!
Grikis tries to move back up, but once again you have a defender there, Aiden on Tavares, to stop it. Peach is going to quickly throw it into Grikis. Can't seem to get it up really past.
Yeah, this Lemont defense just forming a wall near the goalie, and nothing's been able to get through them so far. And every time they pull one of these out, it's another 30 seconds to kind of build back up. So
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, it reminds me of the famous Bruce Springsteen song, "One step up and two steps back, and you're back again in the same place."
So we couldn't get... And that was probably the best look the Crusaders had all day, just past a few heads of Zambrano's kick. But I was just going to say, it wouldn't be a soccer broadcast without a musical reference from Nolan Leonard. I mean, with 5 minutes left, we couldn't get past it. Yeah, we got some... Greg is getting ready. Greg is surprisingly taking his time. Greg gets a shot just out left. I mean, you had to shoot it there. Take your shot.
Yeah. Feels like that might have been one of their final chances here in this game.
Zowski back into the bushes. And here he goes. He's going to go right to Green. But Krishman making his presence known again. Yep, you are correct.
Before the rescuemen blow a whistle, Pete has the ball out moving quick. Now this is up in the corner, no man's land. With a host of them on, guys.
Got
quick shout out to our producer, Charlie Snyder, and our cameraman, Phil Kresge.
Zambrano moving around. Corner trying to get something to go. He was stopped. And then Zambrano runs into the other team. I mean, this is kind of what you're going to start seeing at the end of this game. Franco's going to be there. Lemont is going to be playing keep away now. Kick it down to the other side, out of bounds anywhere.
The Crusaders and their fans might want to start attending Crusaders to the Rosary. They got to start saying the Hail Marys if they want to keep their season alive.
Lamont's possession. Valencia down to the middle, right through Greg's legs. Over to Lemont. Peach making a move in. He's got Zambrano and Gregis, but Lukowski's going to get it. We got a stoppage of clock. Getting a little chippy down there. And he gets knocked over. And now the goalie's out.
I mean, it was kind of brewing all game, and these late fouls have started.
Yeah, we have a little skirmish going down in the bottom corner.
Yeah, I mean, just gotta, that's what happens.
We'll see what
These guys are arguing all game.
what the referees end up deciding to do here.
Yeah, I mean, and you don't like to see it, but you can kind of understand. I mean, it's their final game. We got a minute left. They're just very frustrated with the way it's gone today.
Grikis, yellow card. Grikis, red card.
And our Lemont fans are thrilled.
And we got a yellow card assessed on Lizowski as well. Now we have a red card.
Yeah, I mean, the backup goalie for Lemont wasn't expecting to play because Lizowski's usually pretty good, and so he doesn't even have his shoes on right now.
We got multiple cards going out everywhere here. Grikis for sure, red card. We got Lizowski as a yellow card.
I mean, no, like what you said, I mean, how often...
Angelo Peach, red card.
How often do we see goalies get red cards? I think you're right.
No.
Oh, I'm being told it's only a yellow, so...
Peach and Grikis both with the red cards.
The goalie is passing his jersey off,
I believe that's...
Luciano.
Yeah, Luciano is going to take over the goal.
I don't even think they have a backup goalie, so... This is not something you see every day. This is something that, well, these guys will remember for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of back and forth here. We're going to have a little bit of stoppage here. I'd like to give a shout out to the Crusader soccer seniors, as this is going to be their last soccer matchup. Seniors on the team: Jimmy Grikis, Robert McElroy, Angelo Peach, Salvador Perez, Luke Gordon, Gabriel Junglaka, Luke Bishop, Liam Green, Julian Zambrano, and Nicholas Bukowski. I'd like to thank them all for their dedication to the Crusaders soccer program. No, not the end they were hoping for, but great season.
Yeah, you can definitely give Coach Perez credit. He's kind of picked up right where Coach Bronco left the team last year. They got all the way down to the state finals. So Crusaders soccer program still looks pretty bright for the future.
So as we're starting back play here after about a 4-minute stoppage. Green gonna throw it in. Anthony Peach kicks it down. Xavi Lopez. Luciano, the defenseman the whole game in goal now, makes his first stop. Got just over 30 seconds left to play. This sectional matchup's wrapping up. It's going to put an end to the Crusaders' great season as regional champions. We would like to thank all Brother Ice TV viewers for watching us over this season. It was a great season for the Crusaders. We had a lot of matches live here. This is going to be our last soccer broadcast for seniors Charlie Snyder, Matt Olson, and myself. It's been a privilege calling Brother Ice Soccer for you for the past 4 years. I'd like to thank our moderator, Mr. Creed, for everything he's done. And that's going to be the sectional championship. We congratulate Lemont, wish them luck for the next few games. And we thank you for listening. I'm Jay Jillick alongside Matt Olson and Nolan Leonard, who'd like to wish again a happy birthday to Charlie Snyder producing and Phil Kresge on camera. Once again, thank you for allowing me to be your commentator for soccer for the past 4 years. We hope you have a great rest of your day.